It has been 6 months since I started my 2026 reading journal, so it has been half a year, but I'm finding that I need to make some changes and add some new spreads to my journal. In this video, I'll be doing that. Plus, I will also be updating my reading wrap up for the month of June. And at the end of the video, as always, you will get a nice full flip through of the reading journal that you can enjoy. So stick around for that if you're interested in that kind of content. So film this video over multiple days in multiple hours, so you will see some changes in the lighting. I did my best to clean it up, so hopefully it won't be too bothersome. And without further ado, let's get started. So unfortunately, I've lost a little bit of footage for my first spread, so you won't see the process, but you will see the result, and I will walk you through what I did and how it worked out. So here you see my first new spread that I added, which is a layout for my library borrows. Since this year I have been borrowing more books from the library, and I decided I wanted to kind of keep track of that. So I have printed out this little library card from the Canva, and I decorated it with some flowers from the tea tape, purples and like pinks. I'll also have some library girls stickers that I really love. I went a little crazy with the flowers, but that's okay. Maybe it's a little bit too busy, but I like it. It kind of has an effect of like this library card kind of sticking out from this bush of flowers, so I think it's pretty nice. I'm definitely getting better at decorating, I guess. Maybe. This is one of my older spreads, which I was trying to keep track of the books buying, but I stopped at some point because I don't know, I don't want to see it. Anyways, but whatever leftovers of the flowers left, I have kind of decorated the table with that, and I really like how it looks. It's definitely one of my new favorite techniques, so to speak, to use, and it's nice because a lot of things that would have gone to waste, it does not, and it actually looks very nice because it's kind of coming out from behind this table. So the next spread that I wanted to add is called Book Brackets. This is a spread that lets you kind of compare the best book of each month to each other, and at the end you will be able to choose the one very best book of the year that you read. I wasn't gonna do the spread in my journal for this year, but as you see, in the middle of the year I decided that I want to do it. It is a good spread. It is not super efficient though, as it is only letting you choose one top book of the year, and I do prefer the other one with the book matrix, where you compare each book to each book, and that way it's like much more accurate. So I have also sketched out a little bit for the book matrix that I'm going to be adding later in the year, once I know how many books I read in total, so I can kind of and the space for it basically, but hopefully it will be good enough for me. And I already applied all the covers for each book of the month so far, from January to like May, and I will be adding my June pick of the month as well later. And so far I'm just gonna be sketching out, so enjoy this montage of me trying to work out the spacing, because it is a little bit tight here, so it has been a little bit of a challenge. As you will see, I did make a little mistakes here and there that I had to cover up because of that, because I had to like sketch everything first, and then it's kinda I forgot to erase the mistakes that I made and it kind of made it to the final draft. So So I've been practicing some calligraphy, so to speak, calligraphy in quotation marks. I just kind of found a few like easy ways to write pretty, so to speak, and I have been practicing that I like. But sometimes it does not come out that well, and sometimes it comes out pretty good. So it's mix and match for me. So it's not my best work right now, but it will have to do. So like you can't do anything about it, and hopefully it will look still okay. So I have finished the book brackets spread. I am pretty happy with how it turned out. I have used some more purple flowers that I liked and some celestial stickers just to tie it up to the overall theme of my journal this year, which is I was going for like purple, pink, bluish pastel color scheme, and like celestial and crystals, kind of a witchy a little bit vibe to it. So overall, not too bad. And now we're gonna go to my next spread, and this spread is something that I had to kind of add mid-year, that I realized that I want to track it in more detail. I used to be very narrow reader genre-wise, meaning I just kind of read like a few genres that I liked and kind of stick mostly to those genres, but I have been reading much more diversely in that area recently, in recent years. And while I was been filling out my journal this past half a year, I realized I want to track how my reading habits and preferences changing. And so I decided I'm gonna do like a little genre tracking in like detail. I do have one for my like end of the year statistics, my like year in a glance statistics, which is just like totals for like the big genres. But I realized this is not enough for me because I want to track my patterns when it comes to what genres I'm reading and how much I'm reading that, which is honestly I've already marked it down a little bit. So we're gonna do that and we're gonna fill it out and see how it works out. So the genre tracker page is ready. I am pretty happy how it turned out overall. I went for like a flowery celestial theme with some PET stickers, and already filled out like what's my reading been so far for the 6 months, and surprisingly interesting results, because looks like I have only read like one romantasy and I have like a lot of sci-fi, surprisingly. Most of it, some short stories which I don't usually read that much, short fictions and novellas. I do have like a bit of historical and literary fiction, like all in the middle, but very interesting results. So now moving on to my June reads, gonna start filling out all my updates, starting with a book read logs and also of course my bookshelfie. So I have read 4 books for the month of June, and they're all been like 4 stars for me. Nothing like extraordinary, unfortunately, but also nothing too bad. So that it was pretty solid, pretty good month for me. Alright, so the first one is The Mist, which is novella by Stephen King, and also I have read Artemis by Andy Weir, which is the last book by him that I have not read yet, so now I'm officially caught up with everything he wrote, hopefully, at least that I know of. So I also listened to Jeanette McCurdy's memoir, I'm Glad My Mom Died, and the last one was The 13th Tale by Diane Satterfield. Of those 4, 2 were in audiobook format and 2 were the paper books this month, which both audiobooks were pretty good. I liked it. Jeanette McCurdy's memoir was narrated by herself, which I love that in a memoir when author narrates herself. And also Artemis by Andy Weir was also an audiobook, since I have been listening to all his books in audio format, and so far it's been working for me. However, in this time, I don't know what it was, but it did not work quite as well for me for this one, unfortunately. But the book was pretty good. It was entertaining, and I will talk a little bit more about it in my reviews. can see me struggling here to a little bit with my markers. Unfortunately, they turned out not to be as good. I bought them this year and they're already dried up. On the other hand, you see me here filling out my reading goal tracker with my Tombow markers, which were fantastic. I have bought them a long time ago and they're still working very well, and I'm still using it. So I have ordered some more in pastel colors of specifically Tombow, and I could not recommend it enough. The next spread is the best book by the month, and this month it will be Artemis by Andy Weir. As I said, they're all pretty on the same level except for the 13th Tale, which I gave 3.5 stars. The rest of the books received a solid 4 from me, but just purely on the enjoyment level, I think Artemis went a little bit above all the other ones, so that's why it's my favorite book of this month. Artemis and Jeanette McCurdy's memoir were in audiobook format, so I have something to fill in my audiobook page, and I'm starting to think maybe I should have made more space for the audiobooks, but I usually don't listen that much, and I thought it will be enough, and maybe it will be, but we'll see at the end of the year. Now for my rainbow spread, I did add Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy, which is very yellow, and I really like how it looks in my rainbow spread. It will also go into my alphabet challenge, and also Artemis will go for the A, and I'm Glad My Mom Died starts with an I, and I actually like how my alphabet challenge is progressing. I really didn't think it's gonna be this good, because like a lot of books starts with the or A, and that is just kind of boring, so I do not count those in. And now for book bingo, I unfortunately don't have anything, and for series trackers, nothing as well. So we are gonna move on to my title page for the month of June, which I decided I'm gonna also change a little bit how I do this. Normally I just do like a collage and that is all. Maybe I'll add some covers for the books that I read, but I'm decided I'm gonna start tracking the dates of like when I'm reading and what I'm reading. So I am adding a calendar onto the title page. I will be also adding the book covers, and we're gonna be like just kind of tracking like when I started and when I finished the book. But the rest of it is as usual, just a little bit of a collage, like a bookish spread, and with the June title. I also have like a little tabs to stick on that on the sides, and so it's easy to find the section. And I add also some just general statistics, like how many books I read, and like audio, like what format and things like that. I don't usually do like a lot of statistics on the title page for the month. I keep them for like a yearly tracking. So I just add 4 covers of the books that I've read. Unfortunately, I forgot to print a couple of proper size for Artemis. So I'm just gonna add them next time I'm filling out the journal. I've just kind of marked the placeholder for it. So moving on to my review pages, which I also doing a little bit different than I used to. So I used to do like a page for a review, and then on the next page like a collage from this book, which I was very particular about, and it was taking me like so long to like source the pictures and print it out and size everything up. So I decided I'm gonna try a different approach, and I'm just gonna do a little decorating from this, like from the things that I have, like all the stickers and washi tapes and all that stuff. And if I find something that's kind of in line with the content of the book, that's great. Otherwise, if I don't have anything, I'll just kind of match the aesthetic to the cover of the book, and hopefully that will work well. Which takes me like a lot less time, and I actually kind of like it. It's fun and it works out pretty well most of the time. Anyways, the first book is Artemis by Andy Weir, which is science fiction novel that takes place on the moon in a not so far future, and it is set in Artemis, which is one and only city on the surface of the moon where we do have people living, and it's all very much just like a regular city with some corporates and tourism and all that stuff. And some people are born and raised there, some people are migrating from Earth, and we have our main character kind of getting wrapped up in this heist on the moon basically, and hijinks issue. The main character is a Muslim woman, but she's like not a traditional Muslim woman, so she's very much kind of her own way and not like super religious or anything. On the other hand, her father is very traditional and very religious, and they have some conflict on that point as well. I didn't like it as much as the other two, The Martian and Project Hail Mary. Like Project Hail Mary is like literally one of my very favorite books of like ever. It's like in my top 10 of the books of all time. And I did watch a movie recently, which I also loved. I think they did a good job adapting it, and Ryan Gosling was the perfect choice for portraying Ryland Grace. But this spread is not about that book. It's about Artemis, and Artemis is probably like probably the weakest. I don't want to say the weakest, just like the one I like the least of all his books, but I still liked it. It was fun. It was a little bit more just kind of adventurous, let's just say, than his usual, and I do respect him of like trying to step out of his comfort zone and trying to write different kind of character and different kind of protagonist, and I think he did a pretty well job. Like, I'm not the best judge. I'm not a Muslim, so it's not up to me to say if it's a good representation or not, but I didn't see like any glaring problems with it, so hopefully it is good. And if you thought otherwise, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Anyways, I will be writing my review on the page, so beware, there might be spoilers in those in that review, because those are just for me, so I don't really hold back on the spoilers, but usually they are not too big. And the other page is for the Stephen King's The Mist, which I read recently as well. I have been meaning to read it for a while. I do have to say I was a little bit disappointed because I kind of expected more from that, but I did like it. It was interesting exploration of the human nature and a good exploration of like people's behavior and what are we willing to do out of fear and just to survive. There's also some themes of extreme religiousness in the story that's explored, which was also interesting. And again, I actually like how it turned out. I have managed to find some interesting stickers that look look like mist, and you have like some creatures coming out of there. I do have like a little lake at the house, which is the house of the main character, and like a little boy representing the son of our main character. I did like it. There were a few things that were like grating on me. First of all, I did not love the ending. Like, it's fine for the story that we are telling, but it was too open-ended for me. In this specific case, I would have liked a little bit more closure, so to speak, and to know like at least something that's happened, or any explanation of to what happened. But I do understand, and it is a short story, so I do have a little bit different standards for those. And I think that ending was fine for what it is. I did find the cheating trope, like this affair storyline, was completely unnecessary. It made the main character super unlikable, and it didn't serve any sort of purpose, and it was quite frankly not very believable. Like, it was believable in the terms that you can believe that it happened, but why did it need to be in the book? Because it just does not bode well for the protagonist, who's supposed to be the likable person, and it made him super unlikable. I did not like that, so I don't know, but I understand it is an old story, and I think these kind of tropes were kind of a staple at that time in literature and like movies and stuff like that. Yeah, but anyways, 4 stars for both. Was solid stories. So moving on to my next spread, which is dedicated to Jeanette McCurdy's I'm Glad My Mom Died, and Jan Satterfield's The 13th Tale. Again, I gave I'm Glad My Mom Died 4 stars. It was a solid book. As far as memoirs go, I think I've read better ones, but it was good. Like, it's hard to judge because it's like it's a real person's real life, but it's just the way it's written, I guess. I have read some a little bit better ones, but it was her debut book. It was the first like attempt at writing. I think it was pretty good. She dives into her relationship and like codependency with her mom, and how it shaped her as a person and as a professional and as a career woman. She doesn't shy away from her like problematic sides, and she really dives into like her struggles with bulimia and alcohol and romantic relationships. And I thought it was a very brave and good introspective look at the life of the child actor, and just in general relationship with your parents and how it kind of shapes you in their image, and how you kind of as an adult have to sort of break out of that mold, so to speak. And I thought it was interesting look at Jeanette's life and what she gone through and how she learned to deal with it. The 13th Tale, however, took me much longer to read than I anticipated. It started out very good. We have this reclusive book author who is just like not very reliable narrator when it comes to like interviews and stuff like that, and she is like in her 80s already. She is sick, and she finds this biographist to write her biography and finally like tell the truth. which was okay. I really hoped there was like a little bit more to it, why she chose that specific person, but there really wasn't. She's just this biographer, and she like read her work, and she kind of chose her to write her own biography. And I don't know, it was like all the way through it was kind of confusing. It was much darker though than I expected. Like it was honestly kind of pleasantly surprised. I like sometimes the dark, kind of dark and twisted themes explored, and it was just like unexpected, and I like that. But the more we go into the story, the more kind of like confusing it is, and there are like a lot of plot twists, that's like kind of unexpected, I guess. But I don't know, not all of it was quite believable, and frankly the writing style was really not my thing. She tends to be like super descriptive and super lyrical, and sometimes it's just felt super unnecessary, and I would like zone out at some points. But anyways, I don't know, I just felt like historically speaking, like on the timeline, it was kind of confusing, like where we're supposed to be on the timeline, and then with the characters as well, with the twins, especially at first, like I was very confused as to like what are they supposed to be. Like one of them is like frankly a sociopath, the other one is probably on the spectrum. I don't want to judge, it doesn't say anything, but like it feels like it's something that like should have been kind of addressed, but it wasn't. She just kind of portrayed that. I assume she's probably somewhere on the spectrum. Maybe maybe not, because honestly they both was very weird, and the twist was kind of a little bit out of nowhere, but it was interesting for the most part. I don't know, I gave it 3.5 stars. I expected more. It was a bit of a disappointment because I've heard very good things about this book. Apparently there is a movie, maybe I should watch a movie, I don't know, but we'll see. So that is all my reads for the month of June, and all my new spreads that I wanted to add. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing, and maybe hit the notification button so you won't miss another video from me. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.